Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of the brand new biopic about the Beach Boys. We've had a few of these over the last 20 or 30 years, but this one mainly focuses on the life of Brian Wilson. The film is called Love and Mercy, and we get to know Brian Wilson in two stages of his life. I believe in the 1960s, when he was creating all that wonderful music with his brother, dealing with his dad, working with the Wrecking Crew, and in that aspect of the movie, he is played by Paul Dano. The second aspect of the film is we get to see him as an older man, I believe, in the 1980s, when he is played by John Cusack. He's dealing with his doctor, who's played by Paul Giamatti, and he's finding love again with a woman who is played by the very lovely Elizabeth Banks. So this movie has two movies kind of going on at the same time, even though we are getting to know one major, important individual in the world of music and entertainment and the arts. And I've seen those other biopics of the Beach Boys, especially the ones I think that they were on television. And I enjoyed it. It was very interesting to learn about the behind the scenes, their struggle, dealing with their very abusive father, and just, trying to get out of that and dealing with drugs and all the crazy stuff that kind of happens in a rock biopic. And I like those films, but I was a little worried about this movie, mainly because of the marketing of this film. I didn't really... From the trailer, it didn't really sell me that well. Even though I love Paul Dano, I love John Cusack, I love the Beach Boys, I'm very fascinated in the life of Brian Wilson. But from the trailers, it kind of looked like your standard biopic. So I was really hoping that the movie would not feel like I felt when it came to the trailers. And there's so much interesting information that the life of the Beach Boys and Brian Wilson really. It's really tough to tell a lot of this in just a 2-hour time period. But I think the filmmakers do an amazing job as they balance out both the past and the present, which is also the past. And there's a great back and forth as we get to see two sides of this man. Kind of like before and after his really delving into a lot of the troubles that happened in his life, the drugs and the divorce and all the drama that happened in the middle of that time. So we get to see the time that he probably was really happy, even though he was still dealing with the demons that he had. But we get to see like kind of these two times of life where he's really happy, but at the same time he's struggling with so many different things. And I contribute... What makes this movie so amazing is the structure of the film, is the writing, and is the acting. First, the structure. I like the back and forth. It kept it really interesting as we get to see both sides of this. It might be including also my only real complaint about the movie. At times, the pacing was just a little off at time with the editing. But thanks to the writing of this movie, and I don't know who directed this film. This might be a first-time director. I'm going to have to check out if this person has done other films. But I recognize the writer of this film, and I contribute that this movie is really strong because of the amazing writing. I think the dialogue is really heartfelt. It feels real. It feels really human, and it really helps, is elevated by the exceptional acting by all four actors. Paul Dano is great in this movie. And what's so great is they used they had the catalog of the Beach Boys music to incorporate in this film. But I think there were times where Paul Dano actually sang, and he was pretty good at singing the Beach Boys song and really capturing that. And it also helped infuse all of the amazing music from the Beach Boys, which I'm glad was included in the film. Paul Giamatti as his doctor was very overprotective of the older Brian Wilson and may not be there for his best interests. Some of the best acting of Paul Giamatti's life. Elizabeth Banks, lovely. I really thought her character had a lot of room to grow in the film and really made you sympathize for how she felt about the Brian Wilson. John Cusack's portrayal of Brian Wilson. And that's what leads me up to the best performance of this film, in my opinion. It's John Cusack. We haven't seen this actor this good or this amazing in quite a long time. And he's done some really fun films. I liked him in the comedies and maybe delving a little bit into horror, not so much. But I've always loved John Cusack, and he's been working in the business. He's a child actor. We've known him since his days in 16 Candles, yeah, and he was great in that film. And of course, Say Anything. He was just getting better as an actor, and I believe he's been nominated. I can't remember if he was nominated for The Grifters, but he should have got nominated. He should be nominated at least once in his career, and I would love to see him win. I think there's so many amazing performances. Everybody is really has a lot of time to develop, but I think John Cusack gives the performance of his life, and I would love. He doesn't have to win. It's okay if he doesn't win. I mean, we've got months and months and months of movies to come out that, may outperform his performance in this film. But I felt John Cusack, I really sympathized with the way he made us feel about Brian Wilson and what he was struggling with. I thought it was a very solid and amazing performance, very honest, very sympathetic and somber. And that's what I really loved about this biopic. It doesn't feel like your standard biopic. Maybe a few times in the editing, pacing problems that I had, but for the most part, it feels like they took the structure of the biopic and tried to just mix it up a little bit. And of course, we've seen movies where they dealt with the past and the present, past before in other films. That's fine. I know we've seen that, but this movie felt like it was trying to be something different and presented in a very honest way. When we're in the past, I felt like we were watching a documentary. That's how it felt to me, and then it felt like a different film altogether when we're in the present past. So just a wonderful, insightful look at someone that we just love their music. We love the Beach Boys. We love Brian Wilson, what he's contributed to society, and the amazing life that he's having today. So if you're a huge fan of the Beach Boys, you gotta see this movie. If you're a casual fan of the Beach Boys, you gotta see this movie. If you've heard a Beach Boys song in your life, you gotta see this movie. And if you really love cinema and love biopics and learning about the people that we admire and kind of behind the scenes of what's going on in life, you owe it to yourself to watch this film. It's a really great film, one of the finer films that I've seen this year. I have a few little issues with it, but it didn't really bother me on a whole. Fabulous acting, fabulous film, fabulous writing, fabulous directing. I'd like to find out who made this film, because I think, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, I can't remember, but he or she did a fabulous job at directing this film. All around, wonderful, amazing film that really tugged at my heartstrings, made me feel something important, and made me really care about the life of Brian Wilson and his amazing music, and the Beach Boys and the struggle that they went on with their lives. And I highly recommend this film. Please check it out. Comment box below. What do you think about the Beach Boys? What do you think about this movie? I'd really like to know. I am going to personally give Love and Mercy. I'm going to give the film a slight 4 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.